Magandang gabi mga kababayan sa Auckland! Kamusta na? Well, Paulo, thank you very much for this opportunity to meet with our countrymen and countrywomen in Auckland. This is just my, second and a half week in this beautiful country. I arrived April 14 and I presented my credentials to the Governor General on April 20. And my God, I feel so fortunate to be joining you here in truly what is God's country. And really, I feel so privileged not to be to be representing our country in a beautiful land, but also to be in the country where I do firmly believe the Filipino community has made its mark as a truly well-loved and well-respected community in a nation overseas. So please give yourself a round of applause. So this evening, this is being my debut in Auckland, I have to take care of some business first. So, joining the messages that we heard, those of you who are, I'm privileged to be with our kababayan who are still Filipino citizens, those of you who are New Zealand citizens, those of you who are both. So clearly, a message which has to be conveyed is, yes, definitely, here in New Zealand, really participate in the life of the nation as a Kiwi. Now, as a diplomat, I am not supposed to endorse any particular candidates, but there's nothing wrong with saying, it's time we have a Pinoy at the Beehive. But also, we are also having our own elections, as you know, May 9. And here in New Zealand, we use the mode of postal voting. So we are grateful for those of you who have registered. But, we want to make sure that if you have not yet received your ballots, please check at the embassy website. And the URL is www.philembassy.org.New Zealand, just to make sure your ballot has not been returned. And so, please coordinate with us to take care of that. Also, the COMELEC, the Commission of Election, has allowed registered voters overseas who, if you're registered in Sydney or Jakarta or wherever, you can vote here. So please check with the website so you can make sure you could avail yourself of the privilege to vote here. Now, what I would also like to share is, I'm just here for a few hours, I'll be going back tomorrow, but we will be coming back for our full mobile service, as we have done in the past. So we'll be coming back in a few weeks. And I look forward to, I'll have some time to be with you this evening and tomorrow morning, but I really look forward to hearing from you during my next visit. Now, a sneak preview of some of the things that we have in mind, but of course, let us not forget that, again, I'm so doubly privileged that triply for being here, that this is the 50th year, the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between New Zealand and the Philippines. This should be and we in Wellington, I'm not going to pitch the Wellington Hurricanes, but we are privileged to be host of the Pistang Filipino, which will be this October. But please, as you plan the year, we're already 1/3 into the year, but please do keep in mind the 50th anniversary and share with your Kiwi neighbors and friends that this is the 50th year, half century. And incidentally, halos magka-birthday ako, or kami. Sorry. But it is really perhaps a sign. Paulo is my long-lost classmate from UP Law. We were classmates, but we were separated in two separate ways. I went to DFA, but Paulo continues law studies. So we were together in the induction class of 1988. I was Section A, Section C. Yung mga matalino sa Section C, yung mga medyo matalino sa Section A. He was in the brainy section. I was kind of, the party section. But anyway, so another thing is, I'd like to, as I was preparing for New Zealand, in my career, I've been doing sort of extremes. I've been handling United Nations affairs. I was posted to Geneva and New York. My last posting was Geneva. And, but also I was posted in Saudi Arabia, where I handled what is called assistance to nationals. So literally I spend most of my time in jail. Well, helping to secure the release of Filipinos. Not helping another, but you know. But you know, a Saudi prince told me that he feels that the Saudis are so lucky and so privileged to have Filipinos come to the kingdom of Saudi Arabia because through their daily example, they have shown the Saudis what it means to be human. And you've probably heard that essay, or read that essay. What if the Filipinos just disappeared one day in this world? What would happen to the world? The healthcare systems of most, if not all, the countries of the G20, of the Western world, are dependent on Filipino doctors, nurses, medtechs, Filipino healthcare professionals. But what is our trademark? Whether it is the doctor, the nurse, the domestic helper, the driver, the IT tech, not only are we competent in our technical field, we work as friends with a smile. We go overseas to help our families, but wherever we go, we bring that sense of family. Like the symbol of our nation, our people, in our flag is the sun. So like the sun, wherever we are, we shine, we radiate warmth, we radiate love. So I say to the National Party, why should there be a representation in your party, in the parliament? There are 50,000 reasons why. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, our dear friends, from our dear Kiwi friends, if you had to explain, or when I explain the Filipino, who the Filipinos are, there are three icons. Well, as Father said, we are devout people, but also we, as was said, we love to eat. Yes. But how do we love to eat? We're foodies, as you say. And I'm glad my good friend Odi from Wellington is here. She did make that observation as well. And one of our hallmark dishes is called, and I wonder if probably you treated our MPs here to halo halo, which is basically shaved ice with layers of different goodies like sweetened bananas, candied beans, custard flan. But see, it also reflects our character. There are many layers, and halo halo means mix. We're very much like New Zealand, and I am so touched by the diversity we see at the stage. And also, we are also quite a people which has been visited, and we have many strains of different ethnicities, different cultures. So halo halo is a mix, it's a melange, reflecting our culture and our appetites. Also, I would say the jeepney. Why the jeepney? Because we are able to adapt. We are able to, like, basically what's a jeepney? Jeepney, and to improvise. Jeepney, where after the Second World War, the Americans left a lot of jeeps. Instead of letting them rust, we converted these jeeps into our first mass transportation system. So Filipinos are known for their ingenuity and able to make works of art or functioning systems out of scrap. But third, is we are musical people. And I'm glad the choir is here from and forgive me for not acknowledging the Filipino community leaders here because we'd be here all night. So pasensya lang, itatag mo kayo sa Facebook. But okay, when I presented my credentials to the Governor General, my love affair with Aotearoa began when I was just a young lad in high school. I moonlight as a DJ. And there was this one song that really captivated me. I'm okay, I won't put Paul on the spot, but we children of the 80s, there was one Kiwi band that really, when MTV used to just show videos, there was this one song that really, really struck me and inspired me to one day visit New Zealand. And I shared this when I presented my credentials to the Governor General. And I took the liberty of actually... You asked for it, but I did not print out the song, but this is your assignment. I will go over the song, and I want the MPs to join me because this is one of your bands. And those of you who are 80s kids, still young at heart, I want you to sing along. But when we do the consular road trip, when you come back, I want you to sing. This is a song, sing along, from the Split Ends.